process, and you can't see me on the likeness. You can proceed with precaution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Older on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop quick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be cold. Check out my jiggy, check out my now who are you?
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's Wentz. Complete out right to Jake Butt. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To throw, it's Wentz. On the move to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Wentz on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. On the ball.
Well, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Newton. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He sets to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air that. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, here's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A carry here for the big tight end. And this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle.
Difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him swing another one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 54 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff working right. yards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Go, go. 20.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hamilton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Hang in there now. Here we go.
Wentz now to throw. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on now, Owen. Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz going to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
First down, it's Newton. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Parker, the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Go. 120.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Wentz. Open man is Galladay, complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. This is Cohen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Come on now. Let's go.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, Newton, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? Set with 80.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Wentz on the bootleg. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. This is Cohen on the toss. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Cohen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. 120.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, here's Wentz. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Newton now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Here we go. Set. 180. Back in hot.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen as running back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready? Great.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Newton takes it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. After the run, Newton going to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperate. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll go on the ground. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A great